Everyone, I don't know when this is going to be in the video, but I've got to chuck it in. My rods were expected to be delivered today. I've been waiting for a week and a half, and basically it said half 6 to half 7. I was like, oh mate, and the lake I wanted to go to, the gate shut at 8. I picked Cottage, I had no chance of getting there, so I thought, sod this, I'm tracking the fella, and I hopped in my motor, and yeah, I bumped into him. I was like, mate, you've got my rods, I need my rods, I've been waiting for a week and a half. And he was like, I'm so sorry, because I need my rods. And yeah, he opened up his van, I saw these sticking out right at the top, so I've just slinged them in my motor. I'm going to load the car and then I'm off. So yeah, I'll probably put this in after the intro, but yeah, can't wait. Banging.
Right, everyone. Yeah, you just saw in that video there, I'm going to put it like you just saw before. Just picked up my rods, I chased the driver all around. So yeah, as you can see behind me, I'm loading up my car. We're going Pix Farm. It's a fishery in Chelmsford or Chingford, one of them. No, it begins with a CH. And yeah, we're going to be on the S Lake. So they got caught up to 38. I think split fin come out the other day at 40, but that was before it spawned. So yeah, we're going down to the S Lake in Chingford. So yeah, that's what I'll tell you where I'm fishing. And yeah, we're doing a 48-hour session. Here's all the gear. I'll load her up, drive down to Chingford, and I'll show you my swim, and I'll run you through how I'll be fishing while I'm there for the 48 hours.
Easy everyone, so when I get to a lake I tend to talk to all the anglers and see where's the hot spots, what fishes well, what bait does well, etc. But it actually seemed to be that I had a friend in the swim to the left of me and I met him there. So he told me that apparently he's fished there a few times before. This is my first time fishing this lake, and he told me that just before the overhanging tree, which you'll see in the video, there's a nice spot there. He didn't say it, like he said, it's a good hot spot. So I thought, oh great. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just chucking out my marker lead, having a feel for the area, trying to see what the spot's like. And yeah, it actually seemed to be a 5 wraps out. There was a lovely silt spot, about the size of a bed chair in width and length. So yeah, I proceeded to put a rod on it. But yeah, so just a quick thing as well. If none of you know, in terms of using your marker lead, if it's coming back really like fast, but it's not bobbling, or slow and not bobbling, that tends to be silt. If it's just coming back like it feels smooth, that tends to be silt. If it's bobbling, feels like it's like, you know, banging on something, that tends to be gravel, because that's the lead banging on the stone and the gravel of the lake bed. And if it seems to be getting caught up and stuck and like it's caught up on something, that tends to be that you're fishing in weed. So yeah, for those of you who didn't know, they're the three lake type, the three like lake bed types, and that's how you identify them if you wasn't sure. So yeah, tight lines, and see you in a bit. One thing I do recommend as well when you're using your marker lead is just check your lead when you bring it back. See if there's any weed, silt on there, or any marks that have been caused by gravel. Therefore you can identify what you're fishing over. So as I said, the spot I found on that silt patch was 5 wraps out. So here's me wrapping my rod up out of my right hand rod up at 5 wraps. For anyone that's not sure, 1 wrap is from one pole to another. When I first started carp fishing, I used to think it was the whole way around, so I'd count 2 wraps as 1. But just a heads up, it's 1 pole to another. So like I said, yeah, this rod here is 5 wraps out, and I'm going to put it in the gravel spot. Everyone, so yeah, this is the rigs I put on the spot. The left hand one being the PVA bag, that went on the silt patch, and the right hand one was a stiff hinge, and I just put that in the weed just by the lily pads just to the right. Easy everyone, so yeah, this is the right hand rod going out, and it's going on there's a gravel patch just in the pads, and I just put a stiff hinge rig just in the weed just before the gravel patch. The reason for this was the gravel patch was quite shallow, and I therefore didn't want to get picked up by the coots, so I just put a 1-inch stiff hinge rig just in the weed, and I was catapulting baits every half an hour, every hour, just over the spot, trying to get that sound of the baits plopping in, trying to trap the carp. Had no luck, unfortunately, but you got to try and fishing. But yeah, so like I said, you'll see in the next video, it's a it's a stiff end rig on the weed just before the gravel.
Easy everyone. So, this is my swim. It's the water I've got to fish. So like I said, the rod does 5 wraps out, is in line with that tree. 5 wraps out straight out to that tree. It's about a wrap off the tree, massive silt patch. And then, like I said about the gravel patch, you can see that there. You can see that different shade of water. That's the big gravel patch there. What it is really shallow. So about there, where the weed is, just behind the gravel, it's just not weed. It's like silt. It's more silt than weed. Real light weed and silt. That's where I put my rig out there, and I've just catapulted baits, a couple of baits, and I'm going to do a couple of baits every hour. So that's to swim. And yeah, got the rods out, the new dial cross casts with the new Nash Big Pit 12 reels. Hopefully we have a fish in a bit.
Easy everyone. So it was now approaching the evening, and I had no luck so far, no lines or anything. So I thought just for the night I'll just put 2 spoms of just pure pellet over my PVA bag on the left hand rod in that silt patch. Just so if a group of carp do come in on that clear patch, it's not just one single bag. There's not a fair bit, but a nice amount of bait to just keep them grubbing up in there for a little bit. So yeah, that was the idea. So I just put 2 spods out on the spot of 4mm halibut pellet, and yeah, that was it. Easy everyone. So yeah, the night faded out, and the following morning I didn't have much luck. So I then changed my tactics and put the right hand rod on a PVA bag in a margin, because I hand baited that with particle the night before as like a backup plan.
What was it, left hand rod? Left hand rod PVA bag, little pink pop up just in the margin. Hand baited the margin yesterday with the particle feed, and I popped a bag there overnight. Resulted in this £15
Easy everyone. Just quickly, just thought I'd show you the rig I just had that fish on. Literally was just dissing a PVA bag. Test it in the margin, sits up lovely. It's a little 12mm pink pop up. Fluoro for the night. I normally put bright colours in the night and then wash that in the day. Just a little pink pop up, fluoro, a little AAA shot there just to hold it down. About 4 inches of hook link, and then a 2-ounce lead on one of the bank tackle stems. Yeah, and the fish come from just down in the margin here, just down here. Hand baited it with a bit of particle and then plucked it out there. That's it. Easy everyone. Just thought I'd show you my bag mix. In terms of bag mixes, it's quite a simple bag mix. What I've got in here is just a 4mm halibut pellet and sticky baits krill powder, and also whatever's left from last session of crushed boilie. So yeah, that's what I've got in my PVA bags, and that's what I had my bite on. So it's just 4mm halibut pellet and sticky baits krill powder, all mixed up in a PVA bag and injected with whatever type of oil you like. That could be liquid liver, it could be the nutcracker oil, it could be krill extract, it can be whatever liquid you want to put in there. What's brought me bites this session has actually been the Almond Supreme. That's what I had my bite off with a pink hook bait and Almond Supreme. That's what I had my bite off this session. So yeah, just thought I'd show you my bag mix if any of you is curious.
Easy everyone, just had a fish, hence why I'm now stripped down into shorts, no socks and tracksuit bottoms. Basically come from the right hand rod, out 5 wraps on the tree out here. This rod, the right hand rod, 5 wraps in line with that tree. I was on the baited area, so yeah.
Yeah, easy everyone, like I said, this come off the baited spot 5 wraps out. I actually ended up changing tactics on that right hand rod. Well, it was the left but now the right. I ended up putting a German rig popped up with a yellow 12mm pop up on there. And I've done that because I ended up putting 5 spawns out of the particle mix, which had corn in there. Corn, tares, seeds, all type of particles. Therefore I wanted a hook bait that matched the particle feed. So yeah, this common was £15.4 and it come on the German rig with a yellow 12mm pop out as a hook bait.
Easy everyone, just a quick update. This is the last night, so it's now Thursday night. I'm leaving early tomorrow morning before it rains. So I'll give you a quick update. This is what I'm putting out for the night. Big PVA bag, just in the margin. Again, same way I had the last fish off. Injected with hemp oil, and in the PVA bag, the rig I'm using is the same I had the fish on. Bear with me. Size 8 hook, 12mm pop up, AAA shot, 4 inches, and a 2-ounce lead. And I'm fishing loop to loop. As you can see, I've got my PVA bag looped to the stem, and then as soon as I catch a fish, rig out and loop on another PVA bag I've got ready made. So that's the tactic for the night. Hopefully we bring our fish, and yeah, hopefully you see me with a chunk in a bit.
Easy one. Now back at home in the den. Yeah, so Thursday night passed, I put a PVA bag out like I showed you and then kept the German rig on the baited spot. It was a quiet night, had nothing, and I left early morning about 11 o'clock. So I sticked out bite time, had no bites, and then left on early Friday morning. So yeah, overall trip, quite happy with it. Tuesday till Friday. Tuesday I got there about 3 o'clock, then left about Friday 11 o'clock. So about 3 days in total, and yeah, had 2 fishes. Quite a hard lake, apparently so. It's very weedy. Most of the areas you actually can't fish because of the weed, and where you can fish there's still weed. You've got to find spots. So yeah, my friends that fish there said that's a decent session for my first session. So yeah, I had 2 carp, one being £13.6 and the other being £15.4. So can't complain. Got a bend in the new rods, and yeah, now on to Tuesday when I get my syndicate ticket on the 16th. So I'll see you then. Tight lines.
Ask the peoples on my block, I'm as real as can be. Word is born, faking moves never been my thing. So Teddy, pass the word to your skin Chauncey. I'll be sending a call, let's say around 3:30. Queen Pen and Black.
No diggity, I like the way you work it. No diggity, I got the bag it up. Get it going on. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I got the bag it up. I like the way you work it. We out, ride. We out.